Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and I have another cook with me video. This one almost turned into a Pinterest winner fail video. I found the recipe. I've taken this take like 3 times, so this is it. I've found the recipe on Pinterest, and as I was making it, it all seemed super simple, basic ingredients, healthy ingredients, but then it completely like almost failed, but I managed to salvage it. So I will tell you my little tips when I get to that point, how I was able to make it work. But it is a really good recipe, excellent flavor. I will tell you a couple other things. It's supposed to be spicy cauliflower burgers, which I think I could have added a little bit more spice. So I do recommend that, maybe adding some sriracha or something when it calls for, you know, I put cumin is what I chose because it kind of gave a choice of cumin, cayenne pepper, or chili powder. And I didn't really want the like a taco taste. So I didn't want to do chili powder. And I thought cayenne might be a little bit too spicy, but I think next time I make these, I'm going to do like a sriracha and cumin blend. I think is what I'm going to do. But anyway, let's get into the recipe. Now, in the original recipe that I'll have linked down below, they did use a head of cauliflower, and then they chopped it up, roasted it in the oven, and then they put it through a food processor after it was cooked up. So you could do that as well. I just bought some riced cauliflower and roasted them in the oven after seasoning them with a little bit of seasonings. The seasonings I chose, you can see here, were red pepper flakes, onion salt, and 21 seasoning salute from Trader Joe's. So I roasted that in the oven for about 20 minutes at 400 degrees. Then you're going to want to take that rice cauliflower and put it into a bowl. And to that you want to add 1.5 cups of cooked quinoa and then 3/4 cup of cheese. The original recipe called for pepper jack. I'm using the part skim mozzarella. And then you want to add in 3/4 cup of breadcrumbs. I used whole wheat panko crumbs. And then 3 eggs that have been beaten. And then you want to do your seasonings. I did some garlic powder and I did some cumin. I also added in some onion salt because I love onion salt and I add it to everything. And then you just want to mix it up. I tried mixing it up with a fork first, but found, guess what, that didn't quite work. And so I just went in with my hands because sometimes your hands are the best tool you have in the kitchen. And now here's where the fun starts. You're supposed to be able to make these into patties. The recipe called for 10 patties, and so as I was making them, the first 1 or 2 worked great, and then they started falling apart. So what I ended up doing was making all the patties and sticking the patties into the freezer because I knew these would not hold up to fry them up with the way that they were. Now please note, once you take them out of the freezer, the filling is much more pliable, and I was able to make better patties from that point, so I did remake some of my patties once they came out of the freezer. So once they were out of the freezer and a little bit firmer, which is my tip by the way, put them in the freezer, I think that would help, unless your mixture comes out a little bit better where it sticks together better. Maybe I did something wrong. Anyways, I chose to do this in my air fryer. The original recipe did call with frying them in a pan with a little bit of oil. I think you could also bake these, but I chose to use my air fryer, so that's what I am doing here, is just putting them in my air fryer. I was able to fit 4 in there in this first batch. I didn't know really what to set it on, so I ended up setting it at 380 degrees for 10 minutes, and actually that was perfect. What it looks like when it comes out of the air fryer. I did 2 of them. 2 of them are 5 smart points. With the ingredients I used, 1 of them is 2 smart points, 2 of them comes up to 5 smart points. They were just a little bit small. I topped mine with some avocado, which I love avocado on everything. There are some serving suggestions in the original recipe, so you might check those out. I think there's like a cabbage slaw that it suggested you put on there. And here I broke one open so you could see the inside. They are just so good, you guys. And like I said though, I wish they had been a little bit spicier. So next time I will be adding some sriracha for sure. Maybe some sriracha sprinkled on top would have been good. But anyway, here is my plate, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys!